What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are doing a tier maker list, ranking Marvel Rivals characters. I would like to say thank you guys for all the support on my last video. That was my best video so far that I have posted. It was a Schedule 1 video. I appreciate the support. I have been gone for a little while. I had college finals to take, just wasn't really feeling it, if I'm being honest. But we're back and we're better. College is over. We'll be back in September, you know what I'm saying? The semester's done with. So let's get straight into this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you do not like my opinions on these characters, leave a comment below of why and where you would put them. Let's get into it. First up, one of my favorites, Psylocke, you know what I'm saying? I recently this season actually got her Lord. Fucking love Psylocke, I just had to move on because once I get one Lord, I go to the next character. Just me personally. It's how you keep the game rotating, keep it fun. I will say Psylocke is a amazing character. So for me, she's getting an S tier. And it's just not because of my personal love for her, you know what I'm saying? It's because her kit is amazing. Her ult is amazing. Her kit is just self-explanatory. She can go invisible. She has 2 dashes. She has her shurikens, like the pull and push one. Like you shoot them and you can pull them out, call them back. You can recall them, which does a decent amount of damage. She has a all-around good kit, and she has survivability. Even though she's a 250, she is probably one of the best dives, I will say, in the game, in my opinion. I know some people will not agree with that, but for that, she is S tier to me. Now, for the love of God, if you are going to use Psylocke, you do not ult on more than 3 people. Her ult is not a high killing ult. It will kill 3 people at most, maybe 5 or 4 if they're all low and already one shot. Ult 3 people at most, that's how you get the kills. If you ult 4 people, you will not get a single kill. Do not ult a tank unless he is low and you need to finish him off. That's the only reason you use that ult. Or you use it to bait a healer ult. Next, we have another god of a character. Another god. If you have a good Groot on your team, your chances of winning increase by at least 40%. Groot, as of right now, even though he's getting banned a lot, he is currently, and has been for a long time, besides Strange, I think. Strange has had it for like a season or so. The best tank in the game, by far. Groot is the best tank in the game. He can isolate other tanks and other characters who like push too hard and you punish them. His ult is self-explanatory, and it pairs so well with other ults. And even if you don't have anybody's ult to pair with, he has his walls, so you can still finish the other team by yourself if you need to. He has a self-healing wall. His walls help him with damage. I do think Groot is OP, but he's OP in the sense of not everybody is good with Groot. It's kind of like how Spider-Man is. If you're not good with Spider-Man, you're not going to be OP with him. I'm not saying Spider-Man is OP. I'm saying that skill ceilings matter. Like, everybody's not going to hop on Groot and be OP. It's just not going to happen. But yeah, Groot is definitely S tier. Now, next up, we have the Cloak and Dagger of damage. The no aim, no pain, no shame. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. Next up, we have Wanda, Scarlet Witch. I do not like her in the shows, the movies, or in this game. Am I hating on her? No. Am I jealous she has auto aim? Maybe. She is a solid B tier to me personally. The new team up, you can argue that she is a tier. You cannot argue she's S tier. She is not S tier. I don't care what nobody says. She is not S tier. A tier or B tier. You could argue that because they're Strange team up. She's a good character. She has survivability. She can get away with her Q or her E. I think it is her E. She turns into an orb. She can fly away. She used 2 times in a row. Then she has her little spears that she throws at people. They do a decent amount of damage. And then she has her orb where they get stuck into place, which is a good ability. She has a good kit overall. Am I a little salty? She has auto aim and does a decent amount of damage. Sure, but Cloak and Dagger got the same thing. Who's really, you know what I'm saying? Her ult can be very punishing paired with Strange, and just in general if your team does not have ears, because there's a lot of people who hear pure chaos and they'll just be like, you know what, I'm gonna stand right next to my whole team and just die. But with a Strange portal, it can be a little tricky because you don't know when she's gonna fly through it and you don't want to back up too much. But yeah, she's a B tier, decent character. A little less skill than any other DPS. But speaking of no skill, we got No skill in dagger. Why do I say that, you ask? Okay. So, no skill in dagger. The reason behind that name is because it takes no skill, you know? Just like this bitch. No skill in dagger takes common sense. That's what it is. So, she is by far A tier. I'm not going to drop her rank because it's just an easy character. Spider-Man dives, right? Spider-Man, little web above your head. You get that little web above your head. You know what you do in that situation? You switch to Black Man over here, my guy Cloak, and you use your Cloak so he can't finish his combo on you. If he can't finish his combo on you, you're damn near safe. A lot of Cloaks don't understand that Cloak and Dagger has, as a healer, probably the best kit in the game to survive a diver. You are the worst person to go against for a diver, by far. Maybe you could say a Loki because he can sit in his invincibility thing, but a good Loki or a decent Loki is probably using his invincibility for his team and not just himself. Her, on a standalone, her whole kit, she can heal herself, go invincible, she has a amplified damage thing, and even without the amplified damage wall thing, she does good damage, or they do good damage on their own. She has a healing wall force, and her ult is a sustainability ult, which can be countered hard by Magneto. But if there's a Magneto, not a Magneto in the game, you're golden with her or them. Also, PSA to healers: if you're getting fucking attacked, you do not run back to spawn running backwards. You don't do that. You run towards your team. Do not make your off tank or your DPS chase you and the diver back to spawn. Bring him closer so they can defend you without giving up too much space. Because hypothetically, you have a Thor and a Strange, a fucking Bucky behind them, you and the other healer. You and the other healer. The other healer is trying to keep the tanks alive, not really paying attention to you. You get attacked by a dive, a Captain America per se. Do not run backwards to spawn because nobody can even get to you in time before you fucking die. Run towards your team. If you run towards your team, you close the gap of space that they need to turn around and they won't lose as much space. And Strange still has help because he's the main tank and he can still hold his shield and he still has help behind him without losing too much space, because a Thor, I play Thor, has to drop all the way down in the fucking back to the fucking doonies because you want to run backwards to spawn like a little fucking bitch. Drag him up. Make him go near your team. A Captain America plays worse around people because there's too many people shooting him at once. He can't hold his shield at every angle. So if you get him in a crowd of people, he's not going to play as well. If he gets you alone, you will die. And that is with any healer. Please drag the divers to your team. Don't drag him behind 20 meters so then everybody has to run all the way back to you while you're saying, oh my God, I'm getting dived. Because now we have to retreat and go save your goofy ass and lose so much space. Please start doing that. Cloak and Dagger has the best survivability if she's getting dived, and she could probably kill a dive the easiest. She's A tier with minimal skill. All right, this season especially, because he was in the beginning of the season, in my opinion, he was very good because of the buff he got. But I do think over the time of this season, he has declined. Mr. Fantastic has declined because I feel like people know how to play against him better now. Well, he wasn't played as much last season than he was this season at first. So people got used to versing him. So he is a very good character still. I would put him above Wanda. Like, I feel like it's hard to do bad on Mr. Fantastic, but there is a skill gap between a basic Mr. Fantastic and a really good one. He can put fucking beats on your team. Your team will go through hell versing him sometimes, but his ult is not like all that. His ult is, I don't really like it personally. It's more annoying than anything. His abilities are amazing. He has self-sustainability. He can stay alive. He can absorb damage. He can shoot the damage back out. He can turn into a fucking tank. He naturally has like 325 health, I think. Like naturally, like base health. So he is a very good DPS to use, and I feel like more people should learn how to use him. And yeah, I think he's B tier for right now. He can move up. I don't think he's below B tier. Also, remember, this is based off of what I have seen. I'm not watching fucking #1 overalls in the world play these characters. I'm watching in my matches and who I have trouble with and who I think is good and who's bad. I think as of right now, Magic is a worse pick than both of these characters here. She has the potential to be high A tier, but for what I'm seeing, a lot of magics aren't there. They have sustainability. Like, yes, they can stay on a point and fucking annoy you until their team gets back just because of their portals alone. They have sustainability, but her ult is fucking terrible, in my opinion. I think with her ult, you need to be at 100 health and you need to catch everybody off guard. You need to be like in a cut hiding for like 5 seconds and then pop that bitch while they're focused on your team and just jump out of nowhere. Because if you ult and you got damaged in any way before that ult, your health does not go back up. You're staying with that health and you will die. Like, simple as that. Her portals are her bread and butter. It's like that keeps her alive for fucking ever, and it just keeps recharging. She's spamming her portals half the time. They don't even know what they're doing. They're just spamming them to stay alive. Now, on to the next character. We have Mantis, the one healer I feel terrible for. Because Season 0, she was a problem. She was the best healer in the game. She was fucking fast as shit. They nerfed her speed. She did a lot of damage. I'm pretty sure they nerfed that too. They nerfed the damage by a little bit though. It's just she just kept getting hit with like micro fucking nerfs until she's not terrible, don't get me wrong, but she's definitely not up there like she was before. I'm putting her at C tier. The reason I put her at C tier is because I find Luna to just be a better version of her. Everything she can do, Luna could do at a better like rate basically. Yes, she can enhance her own damage, but Luna can technically do the same thing with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? She like she could do the same thing with her things, just like enhancing her own damage. And Luna's freeze is better than her sedating. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you go to sleep with Mantis's thing, soon as somebody hits you, you're back awake. With Luna's, if you're frozen, they could get good damage in before you can even react. Mantis's ult is just a worse version of Luna's. Not really, because it's not like the same, but it's like, would you take a Luna ult or a Mantis ult? And then Luna has, I'm going too much into about Luna and I will get to her, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But Mantis does have the sedating and she could like boost her own damage on teammates' damage, but it's like half of the time the boost, you have to choose between a boost and a health, and even when you heal people, it doesn't heal fast enough. So to me personally, I think Mantis is C tier. You are allowed to argue that, you're allowed to disagree. I could see her in B tier maybe, but you know, C tier at most for me personally. Wolverine. I had a time period where I would play Wolverine a decent amount, but I'd play him literally to counter. Like, I would not go into a game picking Wolverine. I would play him to counter. Like, I had in my mind, if they were playing a Penny, a Groot, or a Hulk or somebody, Penny, Groot, Hulk, and Thor, maybe. Sometimes Strange, I'm going to play Wolverine. Wolverine is in C tier because he is a good character, but he's very situational. Like, if they have a Penny, Groot, like sometimes a Venom, Strange, or a Hulk, Thor, then I can see why you'd play, you know, Wolverine. But most people, once they see you play Wolverine, they'll switch to Thing and they'll switch to Emma Frost, who just completely counter him. And at that point, he becomes like a little bit useless. Like, his ult is a little trash, not gonna lie. It does very like, it's very flip-floppy. Like, sometimes you'll throw somebody up in the air and you'll randomly miss it, and then sometimes you'll get like 3 kills. Very flip-floppy. He's not consistent. He's only consistent when it comes to those tanks, and half of the time those tanks are getting banned, and if somebody does pick the Thing or Emma Frost, you're completely countered. So I do think Wolverine is C tier. He would have been better earlier seasons just because of the fact that the Thing or Emma Frost weren't in the game at the time. So season 0, he definitely could have been like A tier. Now, Human Torch. This motherfucker this season is a problem. First of all, I'm going to put Groot above Psylocke. Human Torch and Groot, I'll put Groot above Human Torch. He is S tier. He is a fucking problem. He is a nuisance. He is the most annoying character in the game. He can basically make a whole objective just unbearable to be on. You're getting burned by him while you're also fighting his other team. He's in the air. He has mobility. He throws little dumbass balls and goes like this. Just keeps throwing them. He dashes on top of you and you're dead in 2 seconds. His ult is a little garbage, not gonna lie, but I feel like that's fair since he's such a good character. But when he does team up with Storm, the craziest team up, you better hope there's space for you to run or you get away and they can't see you in time, because you will die. You will 100% die. It lasts like 3 seconds longer than a normal ult does. Does like 2 times the amount of damage. It's just fucking crazy. Now we have Luna Frost. One of the best, if not the best, healer in the game as of right now. Luna Frost is literally just a better version of Mantis. The sedating ability that Mantis has compared to Luna's freezing ability, the freezing ability is 10 times better just off the simple fact of if you freeze somebody, they can't move even when you damage them until that timer runs off. When you sedate somebody, they fall asleep, and if you hit them, they wake up immediately. Then Luna's ult lasts longer, and if you're in Luna's ult, you're guaranteed to live through damn near anything. Unless you got like a Wanda fucking ult or something like that, you're guaranteed to live through anything. If you do happen to fuck up and you ult at the same time as another healer, Luna could just turn on her damage boost to get the damage boost and the heals at the same time. She's just a very good player, and they gave her a damage boost this season, which I don't think she needed. That's a little crazy. They gave her a damage boost this season, so she's even better than before. But yes, Luna, I would put above Psylocke, below Human Torch. A good Luna is probably the best healer to have on your team. Iron Man is next. Iron Man, any other season would have been, I don't know, higher, because people like didn't know what to do against him sometimes. I feel like Namor was always there, but didn't know what to do against him, very complaining. Then when people found out how OP his Gamma Ray was, would team up with Hulk, that was even crazier. But for now, I'm gonna put him in C tier above Mantis and Wolverine, just for the simple fact of he is a good character if your team is trash. Like if the other team is trash, he's a good character, because if they're not looking up, trying to shoot you down or anything like that, he's gonna fuck your whole team up. But when you have a team with half a brain, they're gonna immediately get him the fuck out of here. He's like probably the easiest character to kill. He has no mobility. And when he's flying away, he can only fly. He can't shoot, nothing like that. Now, he is a little bit better than other seasons because he has the thing where he can make his primary fire like do more damage, but it's still not enough to make me say he's higher than C tier. I can see why you say he's in B. You could argue that, but for me personally, he's in C tier. His ult is also good. It's just very easy to avoid, and there's a lot of counters for it. He's middle of the road to me, lower half, middle of the road, so I'll just leave that there. Now, the tingling. The tingling is A tier. It is hard to find a good thing though. Usually when I see a thing, they're on the other team and I'm fucking them up. But if you get a good thing, he is a very dangerous character to use. He counters Wolverine. He has one of the better tank ults in the game if you can hit it properly. He has decent survivability with a competent team. You know, he could jump back to people. He can run and gain himself shield or gain himself armor as he's running. And he could throw people up in the air, ease. And after he throws people up in the air, he immobilizes them and they can't use their ability for like 2 seconds after, which is pretty cool. I personally do not play the thing, but I can see why he is a good character. He does eat a lot of damage though. Like when I'm on Thor, I fuck him up every time. Like every time. Like with Thor's Thunder Force, I put belt to that ass. But I can see why he is a good character. So that's why I'm putting him at A. Rocket Raccoon, the second best healer. You can argue for number one, but I think he's second personally. He's going in S tier, no doubt about it. Rocket had a shaky start to this game. He was undoubtedly in every other season the worst healer in the game by far. His ult was just bad. It's like it gave you a damage boost, like, which I think is a good thing. Damage boost isn't bad, but when you compare it to sustaining ults, it's like, why would you ever pick a Rocket? But now his ult is OP. It gives you armor continuously. You lose it, you'll gain it right back with a damage boost, which I think is a little ridiculous. I think it should give you 200 armor. Once you get that 200 armor, you cannot get any more armor, and it gives you the damage boost the whole time. That's more reasonable to me, because then you still get that ounce of health and armor back, but it's not continuous to where you can't kill them. Because we don't really need another sustaining ult in the game, and he already puts out probably the most amount of heals you possibly could put out besides like Cloak and Dagger, just because there's no skill to him. You're just shooting randomly, mindlessly into the fucking crowd of people, hoping everything hits, which it will. Bounces off walls, it hits everybody. Just adding his ult on top of that, and then he has a reboot beacon. Like reboot. He has a revive beacon. which is so good in clutch moments. Like, especially when it gets the right person. Like, yeah, you get a fucking Black Panther. It's like, oh, get this thing out of here. You can revive a tank on there. Yeah, that's like reviving the whole fight right there. And I feel like, or a healer, it's like, that's like a little OP plus his ult. Just too much, and it's high reward for little skill. And he does a lot, and his minigun does a lot of fucking damage. You pop his ult, use his minigun, there's so much damage being output there, like you can take down a tank by yourself. And he's fucking slimy. He could get away out of any situation easy if you're good at running on walls. People are not gonna agree with me on this, but I am putting Venom personally in C tier. He is probably one of the weakest tanks in Marvel Rivals right now. He's only good when you want to get to the point fast, in my opinion. He's fucking terrible besides that. Now, clearly, there's good Venom people, like that dude named Andrew. Clearly, he's fucking like top 500. But I'm talking about on an average player base, Venom is fucking dirt. He is, like, in my opinion, he's probably one of the worst. Yes, he has self-sustaining. Most people just pop the sustain thing, not even to stay in the fight. They pop it and then run away. It's just, like, he could swing, I guess. His ult is at best. If you don't have a group of people, your ult is fucking trash. And then people have the nerve to use his ult and aim for healers. If you don't go after them goddamn tanks, because I don't think people understand, when you use his ult, you take half of whatever health they have. So like, aim for a healer who has 250 health. You're not getting anything from that. You're only getting 125. If you aim for a fucking tank who has like 800 health, like Groot has 800 fucking health, you're getting 400 of his health put into your armor. And then you keep doing damage to him after, you're going to win that fight. But you're not always going to get the Venom thing off. And if you do, most healers are going to pop their ult. So I just think he's not that good of a character, personally. Clearly, there's people who are good on him, but just not one of the better tanks this season, in my opinion. Hela has always, and I think will always be, A or S tier character. Especially this season, she's 100% S tier. She is one of the only people who can counter Human Torch and any other flying character. And she's never, I don't think there can ever be a time where Hela is a bad pick. Because she just like, she 2 shots to the head at any range on the squishy. Any range, 2 shots to the head. Her ult is all right. It's not bad. I mean, you could get some good kills on her ult. It's just when you have a good enemy team, they're going to knock you down. They're going to know not to just let you throw shit at them. She has her orb where she makes you stand still. It's a free headshot right there. And her free headshots are dangerous. It's not like any other character where it's like, dink, and you're like, oh, I just ate that. No, she gets a headshot on you, you're going to fucking die. Then she has her spears, her daggers. She throws them at you, they explode, and they do a lot of fucking damage. Hela is just an overall good character, and she could get away out of sticky situations, but usually you're not even diving with her, so that's even better. You're sitting in the back picking people off, and she counters a lot of fucking characters, so I think Hela is S tier easily. Black motherfucking Panther, fuck this dude. Black Panther, easily D tier, in my opinion. He is or was the reason I started playing the more, because I got fucked up by Black Panther, not gonna lie. And once I got fucked up by Black Panther, vowed to never let that happen again. And I started playing the more. Black Panther came and touched me. And since then, I have barely been seeing Black Panthers, just for the simple fact that people know how to counter him so easily. And he does so little damage, because Black Panther works better when he's alone with you. Sounds like a fucking pervert, but no, when he's alone with you, he works better. So the healers I was talking about earlier that back up, those are who he's targeting. Because if you back up and he has you alone, you're not beating Black Panther in a 1v1. You bring him towards your team, you will win that fight 100% of the time. A Black Panther is never winning that fight. His ult is trash. His ult is made to hit 2 people at most, maybe 1. You have to be a squishy for it to even really do anything to you. And half the time it doesn't kill you in 1 shot. You have to be like 100 health for it to really just end your life. Which is, you know. Now, a good Black Panther, of course, he'll be higher than a D tier. But from the Black Panthers I've seen, then none of them are really that fucking good. They're all right. And when I see a Black Panther, it puts no fear in my heart. So that's a D tier easily. He's fucking terrible. Now, back-to-back D tiers, Penny is fucking awful. When I see a Penny on my team, the urge in my body to smack the shit out of them just increases by the fucking minute. And I swear to God, the dumbest people in the world are the people who play Penny on attack. If you play Penny on attack, like if I see you, I'm gonna smack the fuck out of you, because that is the dumbest shit in the world. If you're playing Penny on attack and your team is winning, it's not because of you. Because when you're attacking and you're versing a good team, they do not have to over push you. Like, they do not have to walk to you. They can sit in the back and have a fucking Hella and a Groot just placing walls, walling people off. They do not have to come to you. Penny, her ult, fine, whatever. It doesn't get too many kills, to be honest with you. It's not terrible, but people avoid it. If you see a Penny ulting, you're going to get out the fucking way. Simple as that. She does have good survivability in her ult, but besides that, Penny literally sits there and just eats bullets all day. Like, if you have a rocket could lay a Penny out easily. 100% easy. She's just not a good character. The only thing that redeems her is her spider trap, her spider canister thing. And if you have a team who could shoot that, she's not useful at all. Like, every tank is better than her. Every tank is better than her. I don't see a reason why you would pick Penny. Especially when people are becoming better and smarter at the game. Maybe like season 0, you could say Penny was like, but like now, like everybody has like a sense of the game. There's no reason to pick Penny at all. And I don't care what anybody says. It's just a bad pick. Emma Frost. This lady right here, easy S or A tier. I'm going to put her in S personally. I don't know where though. I'll put her right there. Emma is an easy S tier just for the fact of where her kit is. Excluding her ult, because her ult is fucking ass. Like, that is probably the worst ult in the game. Like, no, Black Widow got that. It's top 5 worst ults in the game. Is it useless? No. Is it just a bad ult? Yeah. Her kit, besides her ult, is just fucking crazy. She has a shield. She can place damn near anywhere she wants. Protects her team. She has a diamond form that counters Wolverine. She cannot be moved, so counters Bucky too. Counters a lot of people. Invisible Woman, she does damn near double the amount of damage when she's meleeing you in her diamond form. And she has a choke slam to kick combo that can send the enemy tank all the way into your backline damn near, and they'll struggle to get out. And if you do it right, they will die every time. Unless their healers are stepping up, which most healers don't think to do. So I'm giving Emma S tier. Now, Black Widow. Okay. Black Widow is a easy F tier. This bitch is trash. I don't want to hear. This bitch is trash. If somebody picks Black Widow in your game, I want you to immediately go to the report button and report that man and avoid him, because he is selling your game 100% of the times. There is no reason anybody in this world picks Black Widow. If somebody picks Black Widow, report. Avoid. Report him for anything you possibly can. Get him out of here. Pack him up. Her ult is terrible. Her ult only affects the person she shoots. He has at least some fucking goop on the floor. But, what's the shiny red thing? Nobody's doing that. Nobody's walking into it. She's fucking terrible. And I think they're leaving her alone for the most part, just because any buff that they give her, I feel like it's just going to be OP. Because realistically, the reason why she's a 2-shot headshot is because it's harder to aim a Hawkeye. That's my take on it. Because it's just like, if they gave her a 1-shot headshot, people would be fucking bitching. And I'm one of those people. So I think she's fine where she's at. Everybody's fine with leaving her in the dust. She's a trash character. So I think she should stay where she's at. If they touch her, I feel like it's just gonna be some crazy shit that just flips her switch and she's automatically like A tier. So that's where my opinion stands on Black Widow. Storm, as of this season, I can see why somebody argues B tier, but I haven't seen too much of her and I don't fear her at all. Like, she puts no fear in my heart. She is a good C tier, just for the simple fact I feel like she's fallen off, and I'm not even sure if they nerfed her. I don't think they did. It's just the fact of she was so dominant in the early seasons because people didn't know how to counter her at first, that now people just shut that shit down. You got a Bucky, you got a Hawkeye, a fucking Namor, and they're evolving in their mindset, so they're willing to switch. You got a Hella will fuck her up in 2 seconds. So people are willing to switch. People are doing more counter switches. So they're not going to sit there and let their team get fucked up now because their pride is out the window, and they'll switch quicker. But she has no mobility. She can't get around. She's an easy target in the air. As long as you have somebody on your team willing to switch to that character you need, she can be shut down in 2 seconds, and I don't see her as a threat, to be honest with you. Her ult is clearly amazing. Besides that, puts no fear in my heart. You know, good character, decent character. Like, if I see a Storm on my team, I'm not going to complain, but it's like, yeah, why would you pick her? Iron Fist is like a wave so far. He started off really strong. He was annoying as shit. They nerfed him. He was shit. Buffed him. He's amazing. Iron Fist is a bitch character. He's a homing character who can sit anybody who's in the air down. You are in the air, Iron Fist will take you out. I promise you. I'm willing to put Iron Fist above Psylocke. He can self-sustain. He can block fucking shots, which I find baffling. This nigga just blocking shit like no tomorrow. He's probably one of the hardest DPS to kill, which is having his pick rate higher this season. People are banning him in ranked, so he deserves S tier this season. If you use him, no, you a bitch. Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman is low S tier, high A tier, but I'm gonna put her at A. Invisible Woman has the pushback. She can bring you towards her or bring you towards your team to suck you in. And a lot of this takes common sense. Like, a lot of Invisible Women don't try to push people off the map, which is a big thing. If you have a group sitting there and it's the edge of the map, push them off. Don't suck them to you. Push them off. Which Invisible, like, a lot of people miss that opportunity, which can be really big for your team. You could win the game off of that one move right there. Then she has her orb that deals damage, and it does a decent amount of damage. If you could hit in the right place, it's annoying to people. It fucks up their momentum. They got to get out of there. It just throws them off. That's a really good, like, ability right there. Her ult is one of the best healer ults in the game. They go invisible inside of it. She can go invisible so people can't see her, so they can't take her out. Magneto cannot counter her as often. Clearly, if he throws a fucking random Hail Mary in a circle and he randomly hits her, sure. But the chances of that happening are very low. She's just an overall good character. And she can heal herself, but she's invisible when she heals herself. That's why I say her kit is more balanced. Cloak and Dagger, she could just throw a fucking bubble on herself, heal herself while she's still healing her teammates. She has to be invisible to heal herself, and it goes decently slow. And you have to aim with her, so. But Invisible Woman is definitely, when you get a good Invisible Woman, she's definitely S tier. Star-Lord is low A tier, high B tier. I'm gonna put him at low A tier though. The reason I put him at high A tier or low A tier is because Star-Lord, like, I've seen a good Star-Lord. When you have a good Star-Lord, he is a problem to your backline, and just any squishy in the game, he's a problem to. And if you have a decent Star-Lord who's not really doing much, the only time you really notice this motherfucker is when you hear legendary and everybody fucking scatters because his ult is so fucking good. Like, it will get any character, it doesn't matter who you are getting packed up if you do not have some type of way to, like, if you're not a Magneto, you bubble, like, you're getting packed up. You could be a tank. He takes him 2 mags to fucking kill you like that. And he could just do his flip to gain a new mag back. His ult alone will get him to B tier. But he's A tier because his whole kit is pretty good. He could get away decently fast. He has his flips to give him a new mag. Then he has his spinning move, which damaged anybody in a radius of, like, fucking, I think it's 10 meters of him. 15 maybe. Which isn't the best move in the world. A lot of people use it terribly. I would just use it to finish people off. I wouldn't use it to jump in a crowd and start doing it because you're just a fucking target. It's pretty stupid. But if you use that move right, it's really fucking good. So that's why I think, personally, he's either high B tier, low A tier. Loki this season, and I say this season because I'm not even sure if Loki got any really significant buffs or nerfs. He is coming to light as one of the best healers in the game. Early seasons, everybody was trash on Loki. Nobody was good, like, that I've seen. Clearly, there's top 500, whatever. But nobody that I played with was good on Loki. I seen him on my team, and I fucking dreaded it. Because they don't have common sense to, like, if you're everybody on your team's about to die, Why are you stealing fucking like Iron Fist ult? Like, they'll steal the worst ult, and they still do it to this day. You can tell who's a good Loki, who's not. Any decent thinking Loki, you're stealing a healer's ult. And the really good ones, if you have like it's a Loki and a fucking Mantis on their team, and they don't want the Mantis ult, they'll look for the other team's healers and go steal their ult to help their team out. And he has like a mini ult with his beacons to keep everybody alive, and you cannot die in them. Like, there's nothing you can do unless you shoot them shits. You cannot die in them. He goes invisible. He has his decoy. He has his backstab. He's a very good character, and he does a lot of fucking damage and a lot of healing, especially with his decoys too. Loki is a AT character in my opinion. I don't think he's S tier. I think he's perfectly rated in A tier. I think Bucky losing his Rocket team up really hit his, how do you say it, his reputation, I guess. Because people think he's not as good now. He is the same exact character. He just lost his team up, and half of the time you wouldn't even get a Rocket for that team up. Like, clearly there would be somebody who goes Rocket, but people didn't really like Rocket that much. Bucky's just a good character on his own. Bucky is the perfect character of, in my opinion, of this game, balanced in a way. Like, he's not gonna just roll over and let you fuck him up, but he doesn't have too much health. He's not going to sit here and stay alive like Iron Fist. He is like the perfect rounded character, especially since he lost his Rocket team up. I feel like losing his Rocket team up was a good choice. He did not need that team up. That team up was fucking ridiculous. Like, right now, even with his character now, nobody really plays Captain America that much, but it's not a crazy team up. The most you use it for is probably to get away. It's not doing crazy damage. I feel like he's a good character, and his ult can be ridiculous, but I feel like the problem with his ult is people don't have common sense, and they'll heal again, and their whole team will fucking die. But they'll keep running out and letting him charge it up and kill you. And they don't realize if somebody on the team that's not him kills you, he still gets it back. If he lands on top of you, he does no more damage. He can sit still, and a fucking Groot kills you, he's getting it back. If you put your Loki decoys down and you let him shoot your Loki decoys after he does again on them, he's getting it back. You're giving him free charges to his ult, and then you walk around saying, oh, why does Bucky just get to keep again? He's not getting it back out of nowhere. Your dumbass team keeps going out and dying and giving him free fucking agains. If your whole team dies and you were the first one to die, you do not run out until his shit cools off. Please stay your ass in spawn. And people sit there and be like, he's OP. No, you're fucking stupid. That's the problem. But Bucky, A tier. Captain America. Now, I'm going based off of what I have seen, and a good Captain America will put your backline on their back and raw dog them. Like, no joke. He will fuck your backline up. Now, this is in part of your backline being stupid and just him being a good character. It goes hand in hand, to be honest with you. Now, if you go back to what we were saying earlier, if your backline is dragging him back and not towards y'all, they're going to lose the fight every time. You're not beating. There's no way you're outrunning a Captain America who runs full fucking speed and has the legs of fucking steel to just jump up in the air and slam on you, and you're running backwards. You bring him towards your team, you will survive. Maybe 70% of the time. Because he might still get the kill on you, but your team can handle him and jump him there. But if you keep dragging him back away from your team, he has you alone. That's exactly where he wants you as a healer. He's going to fuck you up. It's okay. It's like a sustainability ult. Most people don't use his ult properly. Like, not Captain America. Captain America's ult, he's already good. Most of his teammates won't run in his ult. They'll look at his ult and be like, oh, he's ulting, and then go the opposite way. Run behind him so you could get the shield boost. He's a very good character. He's A tier, 100% in my opinion. You can argue maybe S when you get a really good one, but most Captain America's A tier. I personally think Magneto is right above Captain America. Magneto is a good character in a lot of situations. Like, I feel like he's one of those tanks. If you pick him, you can't go wrong with him. But I do think Magneto is more of a support tank, if that makes sense. Like, Strange could do both, but I think Magneto's more of, if you have a Thor or you have a Hulk, he's there to support the other tank while also doing a bit of his own job. Which he can do his own thing too, like get his own damage and stuff like that. But his kit is not that good. His kit is all right. Like, his melee is not as good as Strange's. It's slow. That shit, slow as shit. Now, he's not a bad character. You have good aim, damage output, fine. You're not getting too much damage on him. It's okay damage. You're mainly there, in my opinion, I could be wrong, I don't think I am, to support your other tank. His ult, it's okay. People don't realize if you shoot Magneto's ult, you can overcharge it and break it, and that's what makes his ult seem like it's good. If you get a Punisher on your team, bro, and just shoot his ult, yeah, some people might let it go in time. You get a Punisher and a Bucky to shoot his ult, he's never letting that go in time, and he's not aiming it properly. So he either lets it pop and burst, he either fucks up his aim, or he lets it go too early. And all of those are good for your team. He lets it go too early, it does no damage. It bursts, he can't throw it. It does nothing. He fucks up his aim, he won't hit your cloak and dagger out of her fucking ult. Especially when you have, if he's just ulting just to ult, fine, you can leave it, whatever, just dodge it. But if he's ulting to take out your cloak and dagger, your main focus, in my opinion, should be taking out his ult. But he's a pretty good tank. He supports other tanks very well. Magneto's A tier. Hawkeye is one of those characters like Hela who has been a very good character since season 0. Very good character in the right hands. Now, am I a good Hawkeye? Fuck no. But he is a very good character. I feel like he's right in between Captain America and Magneto, maybe a little bit lower. Yes, the skill gap between Hawkeyes is a very large, so some people might not agree with that. But if you get a good Hawkeye, he is fucking up your backline more times than not. I like Strange more than Magneto, but I can see why Magneto's a better pick. That's why I'm putting him right here. He's definitely A tier. He's always been a good tank. There was times where he was S tier and he was the best tank in the game. But as of right now, they lowered his E ability, which was reasonable because his fucking burst of energy could lay anybody out. A little crazy. But yeah, he has an amazing kit. He could portal. The portal, and like if we're keeping it a beam, that portal has made people win more times than not. That portal is a clutch, like, you're about to lose, somebody switching to Strange, I promise you, for that portal. His ult, amazing. You could get that off. You're laying out at least 3 people. Amazing ult. Then his flying ability comes in clutch a lot of the time when you're like, oh, well, you see a Wolverine, go up in the air real quick, get out of the way. You see an Emma, she's about to choke slam you. She goes into her diamond form, immediately go in the air. She will not be able to touch you or grab you. He's just a good character overall. I personally think he's right here, maybe where Bucky's at, second in A tier, but I can see why he's not. He's just I like Strange personally. Thor right now is my main. I have recently just got Lord on Thor. I think Thor deserves to be up here because that's just my guy. When I'm on Thor, I'm probably like, if not the best, the second best in the lobby every time. My opinion. Not even an opinion, really, the time. Since I've played Thor, I've gotten MVP and SVP more times than not, to be honest. It's not even be cocky, because when I was on DPS, I was getting out damaged by my friend Oscar when he's on Groot. He just out damages me, so he always got MVP. But since I've been on Thor, I've been putting belt to ass, and I feel like Thor's really my character. But I gotta move on, because when I get Lord, I'm on to the next character. I gotta keep moving. Clearly, I'll go back to the character if we need them. Like, I'll go back to Psylocke, I'll go back to Thor, go back to Bucky if I need to or no more. But I try to move on and go to the next character. He's my guy. I'm gonna realistically put him above the Thing, because I put belt to ass on the Thing. So yeah, Thor A tier. Spider-Man, ooh, people are not gonna like this. I'm putting Spider-Man on B tier just because, right? If you look at Spider-Man for a face value and not bitching and moaning because it's Spider-Man, which most people do, yes, he can put belt to ass on your team 100%. But if you have some form of common sense, there is a lot of healers that can stop his combo from even killing them. I think most people just don't use them, and that's the problem. Like, Luna is one of those people who cannot stop it. If you're on Luna, you will more likely you will die, right? If he comes at you, you will die. Invisible Woman, you can get away. You can push him away, go invisible, you can get away. Rocket, you can dash, but more times than not, you're gonna die. Cloak and Dagger, if I see another Cloak and Dagger complaining about a Spider-Man, I just know your ass. You have a damage boost, you have a invincibility mode, you have a self-heal. It's like there's no reason. Like, if a Spider-Man like keeps coming at you, just persistent, keep coming at you, eventually your cooldowns are gonna take over. But you have enough time to get out the fucking way. Let Spider-Man know you're a threat to him by doing damage. You can do damage to him. It's auto aim. You don't even have to aim. There's no aiming. There's no skill that takes place. Just aim at him. You will do damage to him. Once he sees you're doing damage to him, he's going to back up, go back up, wait for his recharges, come back down. You have enough time to warn your team and go next to your team so you have some form of backup. My opinion, personally. I banned Spider-Man, right? I started banning Iron Fist because Spider-Man, I don't find him like even threatening anymore at this point. I banned Spider-Man for the simple fact that my healers want me to, and I think if the healers feel safe, like I get to play like as me better. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about them worrying about a Spider-Man. I get to worry about me worrying about my job, not going to save the healers. So that's why I banned Spider-Man. I do think he has a lot of fucking like counters. So that's why Spider-Man is B tier for me personally. Namor is a good character. They, in my opinion, people are saying it's a buff. I think it's a nerf. But I noticed most people who don't play Namor think his Hulk team up was a buff. It was made to be a buff, yes. But his Snow Squid was 100% better than his Hulk Squid, like his Gamma Squid. His Free Squid was 100% better, just for a simple fact of it froze and slowed like divers down. It slowed anybody down, but divers were the main ones. Like it slowed a Black Panther, so you can aim and more people could focus on him, get him in one place. Your squids were already most likely going to kill him, but just in case they couldn't finish the job, he slowed. You could finish him. People are worried about the consistent damage. When you hit the right click trident on them, the speed that the snow, like that all your squid shot at, I think they slowed it down. The speed that all your squid shot at was so fucking ridiculous that it was like a fucking fully automatic gun. It was like doo, 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 doo. Like it started speeding up. In my opinion, I think the snow is better, and you got that team up more often just because people play Luna Snow so much. People will, like, I feel like will always play Luna as long as the game's out, and she was played so much. You got that team up more often. So just for that, because by himself he's not really a threat too much. He is a nuisance. Last season, this season, he's nerfed in my opinion, so I'm gonna put him in B tier. Hulk by himself is a trash tank. Not trash. Let me not say trash. Hulk by himself is a bad tank for the simple fact of each damage, like no tomorrow. Yes, he has a bubble. Each damage, he has to be in your face. Now, he technically gets 2 lives, but if your team sees a Hulk deform and they don't target that Hulk, your team is selling. I want you to know that. You might as well pack it up, report everybody on your team because they're selling. If you do not target that fucking Bruce Banner, they're selling because they're just waiting for him to charge back up and come back in the game, which he can if he just if I hope you know, the more damage he does, the quicker he gets his ult back. Like he could turn back into Hulk, and all he has to do is sit in a cut and literally just start firing at you, and you won't even notice. So once he deforms, everybody should be targeting him. He has like 100 fucking health. He has like 200, but he's out of there quick. It's not even gonna really take you too long. His abilities are all right. Like even his E ability, I think it's his E, where he freezes the person. He's the only one who can hit him. I feel like that ability kind of sucks, just because if you freeze somebody from too far away, that's like a free invincibility for you, and you're just frozen in time. Now, unless he's on your ass and then he can keep damaging you after, I feel like it's like, come on. Like, clearly there's good Hulks out there who use it properly, but I personally don't see him in my ranked. And he doesn't even see the light of day in my rank because we banned him just for Namor and Iron Man's team up. It's 2 for 1, so we just banned him, to be honest with you. So in that case, I'm putting Hulk because I have seen a decent Hulk before, but I'm going to put him in B tier under Mr. Fantastic. Punisher. Oof. Punisher is a character that if you have a competent Punisher, he probably will make the whole game a living hell. He has no survivability. He has one of the biggest hitbox as a DPS. But if you get a Punisher who can sit in your backline and he will punish any tank who over pushes with his shotgun, you will win that game. Punisher is like, and especially since he still has his rocket team up, he is a valuable character, especially on his turret, because most people don't fucking shoot his turret for some odd, unholy reason. And then if you get a tank who over pushes by the slightest, his shotgun will lay them, and they're taking a fucking dirt nap. When it comes to him getting dived like a Psylocke, she's punishing him every time. No pun intended. Because his hitbox is too fucking big. I think he's B tier personally. I think Moon Knight is B tier also. Moon Knight has grown. I have grown respect for Moon Knight over time. I've grown respect for Moon Knight over time because Moon Knight players have slowly stopped doing the shooting the floor only bullshit. Like, Moon Knight players are actually shooting at people. I think his ult charges way too fast. He could get his ult in 7 seconds. If you're doing damage consistently, a decent amount of damage, 7 seconds. That's way too fast. And they literally gave his ult a fucking buff. They made the range wider, so it's harder to get out of. Now, a Moon Knight, he couldn't make the game a living hell also, but I feel like he's also easy to punish. His hitbox is medium size. A Hawkeye or a diver can really get a Moon Knight out of here easy. So I'm gonna put him B tier, but I can see why somebody would put him A tier. He's not S tier. He is not S tier in any way, shape, or form. I can see these 2 tiers right here. He's not C tier. He's too good for that, but I can see A or B. Me personally, I'm putting him in B tier. He's annoying to deal with, but if you shoot his unks, you're not really in. Only thing, if you shoot his unks, only thing you have to worry about is his ult coming back every fucking 4 seconds. My opinion on Adam Warlock has grown. I do think he's better than Mantis, so I'm gonna put him in C tier. If you have a Adam Warlock with half of a fucking brain and he knows how to ult and where to ult, his ult is more about like game sense. Or like, you pay attention to where your team died and you ult in a general area where you can revive most of them. And that's the problem with a lot of Adam Warlocks. They'll ult like either wide in the fucking open to where they're just getting shot the whole time while they're like rezzing us and he just dies, or they're ult in like a corner and he only revives 2 people out of the 6 who died, or out of the 5 who died, and it's just a terrible play. So if you get a decent Adam Warlock, he can change the way that the game goes, but I don't see enough good ones. I will say though, if you are a DPS or a healer and you see this motherfucker cock back from here, if you see him cock back from here, get the fuck out the way. You are gonna die. You're gonna meet God. If he cocks back from the fucking shoulder and lets that shit go and all them butches hit you, you're gonna die. His heals are decent. Shane heals are good. He's resistant. Like, he's hard to kill a little bit, but you can lay him down. His hitbox is not too small. He's very slow. Adam Warlock, he's C tier. Squirrel Girl. I think Squirrel Girl is D or C tier. I'll put her C tier right there. Squirrel Girl is a no skill character. She is, right? So for everybody in the game besides healers, if you are doing bad, you switch to healer, right? If you're doing bad, you switch to healer. Or sometimes if you're doing bad, you switch to a different character. And she's the character you switch to. She takes no skill. You're just firing fucking grenades at people, fucking nuts at people. And don't get me wrong, that shit is lovely. It clutches up for the team sometimes. But she has a very little direct impact of what she can do. A lot of the time, you can aim at people, but you're aiming in a fucking, it's like shooting fish in a barrel, right? You're not really aiming at a certain fish. You're just aiming, which can be good, but also just bad if like you need a certain player out of there. I think she's a C tier just because of the simple fact she's not too dominant. Her ult is all right. Some people just don't know how to get out the fucking way of it. They'll sit there and be like, how did it hit me? I want people to know, Squirrel Girl in season 1, the season 1 patch, she got a buff to where her squirrels are homing. So the nearest person, it will turn to you and hit you. I don't know if people know that or not. They sit there and they just be like, how did that hit me? How did it homes onto you? So say if it hits a wall, the next person who's the closest person next to it, it's going for you. Yeah, Squirrel Girl, she's C tier. I can see why somebody would argue B. Now, I'm putting Jeff at D tier. Jeff, an annoying piece of shit. Keyword annoying. He's not dominant. He's annoying. He sits there, he fucking picks at you, goes underground. He's annoying. He's good for capping a point or keeping time on the clock so you could get back and stuff like that. The reason why Jeff is so low is because of DPS Jeffs, which they're not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's just not something I want on my team. We should not have 2 healers and one of our healers is a DPS Jeff. It shouldn't. We're going to lose 100%. A DPS Jeff can work only maybe if like there's 2 different healers and then he's like the third one, he's DPSing. But why would you go a DPS Jeff? We could go any other DPS. That's what I don't get. And the DPS Jeff usually refuses to heal anybody. They'll type in the chat, DPS Jeff, and then don't heal anybody. I get when you're DPSing on Jeff and you're like, all right, whatever. But if you're sitting there just chilling, heal somebody, bro. His ult is pretty good. You catch 2 people in it, 3 people, sometimes the whole team if they're trash. Not even if they're trash, if they're just getting caught off guard. But most people hear that little dom, 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 and they move out the way. Sometimes you can't, because if you get off the point, you'll die. But yeah, Jeff, pretty good character. He's not terrible. I think he's D-tiered just because of the way people play him often. He's not too good of a healer, though. But I do think D-tier is a proper rating. You can argue for C. You have made it to the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, whether you agree with this list, whether you don't, what you would change, what you wouldn't change. Now, like, comment, and subscribe. We will be back next week with a new video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.